All right, so in this video, I'm gonna show you how to use the gender-based messages. And before you guys go all crazy for me not being politically correct, I don't really care about your feelings and how many genders you think that there are. In Friender, there are only 3 genders, all right? So in Friender, we have the male, the female, and we don't know what gender you are because we don't have the information, okay? So what we're gonna do to use the gender-based messages is we're just gonna go in here to Friender, we're gonna go to our groups, and we're just gonna call this gender messages, gender-based, just for a test. We're gonna go ahead and create that. And then what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna turn on right here where it says gender-based messages, boom, we're gonna turn it on. Now that we've turned it on, you see we have these 3 options. We have a neutral. This message goes out by default. All right, this is the default message. So if I turn this off, you see this is now the message that is there. If I turn off gender-based messages, it keeps my default message, okay? If I go in and add a new message and I just say, hey, this is the default message, and then I put in the person's first name, all right, and then save that. If I were to come in here and I were to decide to turn this into gender-based message, that is going to be the neutral message, okay? The neutral message and the default message, the neutral message is the default. It is the only message that exists if we're not using gender-based messages. So I hope that's very clear and people actually understand what we're saying there, that this neutral message is the message that's going to go out if gender is not identified. If whenever we go to one of our friends, okay, we can't find their gender, like this particular person right here, their gender is unknown for whatever reason. Their gender is unknown. We don't know their gender. So this person, if we were sending them a gender-based message, they would be getting the neutral message. All right, hopefully that makes sense. So we're gonna go right back over here to our templates. We're gonna go right back over here to our groups. If we want to, again, just wanna make sure that the normal message is going to by default be our neutral message, and that's going to go out if we do not know what gender a person is. For the males, this is the message for the men, and then we'll put in the friend's first name, and then we can save that. Then if we want to go to the female, so now we got neutral, now we got a male, and then we can go to the female. This is the message for the females, and then put in that friend first name, okay? And then we can come over here, we can turn on gender-based messages, and then we can come here, edit male message, and put in that, save. We can put in female message, and we can put in, hey, there's the friend gender if we want. All right, so now what I'm gonna do, just to show, I'm gonna show this on the Facebook UI. We're gonna come over here, we're gonna come here, we're gonna look here, we're gonna look at the gender-based message. We can see this is the female message. This is the message for females. We can see this is the female message. If we go over here to a male and we look at the same message, we can see, oh, Marion is listed as a female. So we can come over and we can see, hey, here we go. We've got Kenneth. Nope, we've got, let's see. We've got a male right here. This is the message for men. So we can see this is the message for men. Okay. So we have the male message and we have the message for men and we have the message for females. So now you can see how you can use the gender-based messaging. It's very, very easy to do inside Friender. Now you set up the gender-based message. Now whenever we send out this message, if you're using this message, you can turn any message into a gender-based message. And whenever that message goes out, it will be sent out according to the person's gender.